Today I'm just doing a quick project share of the Craft with 5 challenge where we had to use 5 specific items on each project. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. This is the Craft with 5 challenge. It's just a small collaboration that I do with some friends, and the point is to combine 5 specific items each month on a crafty project. It can be any type of project as long as those 5 items are included on the same project. And like I said, this is a collaboration, so there is a playlist linked in the description box below. You can go check out the other participants for this month and to see how they used the items. The 5 items for this month were turquoise, triangles, twine, flowers, and words. So I decided to start with some scrapbook pages. I'm trying to get 2019 photos scrapped and in albums this year. That's my goal. So I had some summer layouts that I thought would be fun to use with these prompts. So once I found my pictures, I went in my stash and I wanted to go like pastel summer, not like bright bold. And so I found a couple of sheets in my stash that worked, and I didn't have a ton left. So I decided I was going to try and just use these sheets up as well. But I just kind of incorporated their turquoise here in several places in my pattern paper. It's in my photos. It's in the banner. And that was the first. The second was, what did I say, twine or triangles, and then twine. So here I used just my scissors and cut some of the scrap paper down and created a little triangle banner, like a bunting kind of thing here, and then brought in the twine as what holds the banner together. And then for Smash Our Stash earlier this month, the theme was small round embellishments, so I kind of had that in mind when I was making my layouts, and I was trying to figure out what to do with the ends of my twine here, and I thought, oh, I have some eyelet brads. So they are brads. They've got the prongs here, but there's like the center had a hole in it, and I thought that would work really well for this because this was kind of in the center of my page, and I wouldn't be able to use like my normal eyelet hole punch and setter. And so I just kind of poked a hole, put in the brad, and then fed my twine through there and then taped it off. So kind of proud of myself for like remembering to use those. I can't tell you the last time I used eyelet brads. But then, so that's turquoise, twine, triangles, flowers are in, I've got some rub-ons here. These are from Archivers. They're called Sunsplashed, and I guess Archivers, but also through We Are Memory Keepers. But Archivers closed when my girls were young. So these have been in my stash for a while, and they were the only summer embellishments I had that kind of worked with the colors of the papers I chose. So, and I had 2 of them. So I decided to work on using as much up of these as I could as well. And I will say that I was kind of worried about them being so old, but the rub-ons worked really well. They still worked really well, went on really well, went on really smooth. I mean, I was able to overlap it over the corner of my photos and overlap over each other, so they worked really well. So those are my flowers. I've got several different rub-ons of the flowers throughout. Words are several places as well. I've got a title here, Best Friends, What I Love About Summer. Sun-Kissed is just a little strip sticker from the sticker sheet. And then there's words on that particular patterned paper. So that's the first layout. I do have 2 daughters, so I tend to scrap each event 3 times. So we can each have a layout in our album. So these are mostly the same, but on these next 2, I have a different rub-on title, Summer Lovin', and then this strip of flowers was also a rub-on, so I brought it in to incorporate more of the flowers. So most of these elements are the same. I just have different colored enamel dots and different little word sticker down here, and then different flowers. So on these, I did manage to, I used up a good amount of the rub-ons, but in Smash Our Stash, I had a pack of, I don't know if you can even see this, enamel dots that I had used like the brighter colors on, and there were a few pastel colors left or colors that didn't work with whatever I did at the beginning of the month. So I did finish this sheet up on my layout as well as this tiny little strip. Those were the gems, I think, that tiny little strip. So did manage to finish those off on the set of layouts as well. And then I had said that I had wanted to use up the cards, or use up the paper. So I decided to make some cards, and I was so proud of myself because I managed to incorporate words, turquoise, flowers, even the triangles on all of the cards. And except for that one. That was just kind of a random one. And used up a bunch of the rub-ons, and again, was just so proud of myself. Most of the time I brought in like a little scrap triangle as a banner somewhere on the card, and the flowers are either stamped or they're rub-ons. I was like, oh, I got all these cards, and I incorporated everything, and then double-checked the list and realized I forgot twine on all of them. So there did happen to be a bow that I was going to use on my layouts that I didn't, so that was still on my desk, so I just stuck it on this card. So this is really the only card that qualifies for the challenge, but I did all of these other cards thinking, that they would work, but that's all right. I used up the paper, used up a bunch of those rub-ons as well as some other items in my stash, so still a win. So then the next set of layouts I have is a pool party, and I used papers from the Let's Be Mermaid collection because I thought, one, it hit the mermaid theme that I was looking for and would have turquoise in it. So this layout, I have turquoise throughout. It's in the photos, in the papers, in the embellishments, and then I have my triangles here. I did a little, again, use scraps to create a little bunting, and then use the twine to kind of accent the bunting. Words are in my title and in some of my stickers. And then the hardest part on this particular set of layouts was flowers. There weren't really any flowers anywhere, and I was like, well, maybe this was a poor choice. How can I fit flowers in with like a mermaid theme? So I just brought in one kind of blingy flower on each layout because it was turquoise. It fit the color, not necessarily the theme. And then I did also continue to use bling on a couple of these. So this is the next layout. This time the words were different title, Happy Birthday Mermaid, then some word stickers. Here is the triangle element with the twine, and then my flower. And then on this last one, there actually on the sticker sheet that went with this collection, there was like a banner bunting type of sticker set, and it had two triangles in it. So on this one, I just used that, but again, used the twine to kind of tie it all together. Different words for title and different word stickers. But yeah, I managed to incorporate all 5 items on those. So at least I got 2 sets of layouts done. Got a bunch of cards for donation done, and used up some items in my stash. So I'm down to like 1 pack, the equivalent, I guess, of 1 pack of this We Are Memory Keepers rub-on set, and these just didn't fit on the project, so I'm sure I can use those on some other summer layouts. But this is my share for the Craft with 5 challenge. Again, please be sure to check out that playlist below so you can see how everyone else used their 5 prompts and what kind of project they used them on. As always, I thank you so very much for your time today, and I hope you all have a very crafty day.